y'all. My name is Specialist Steiger, and I have to do a persuasive speech on the right to bear arms. How do y'all feel about that subject? Do y'all feel that civilians should be allowed to carry weapons?
Yes.
Is there anyone against it?
No.
No? Alright. So, the strongest reason for people to retain the right to keep and bear arms as a last resort to protect themselves against tyranny and government. Guns protect us, right?
Yes.
Yes. Do you believe we could be out here without weapons?
No. We could. We want to live longer. We could.
Does anyone have civilian weapons?
Yes.
No? I know Sergeant Lewis does. Many defensive gun users never make the news. After all, man scares away the burglar. No shots fired is not particularly newsworthy. You don't hear on the news or anything about like a civilian firing warning shots. You never hear about that, do you? Well, there's been plenty of cases where that has happened. They just don't report that part. All they report is when they kill someone. Law-abiding citizens use guns to defend themselves against criminals as many as 2.5 million times every year, or about 6,850 times a day. Of the 2.5 million times citizens use their guns to defend themselves every year, the overwhelming majority merely brandish their gun or fire a warning shot to scare off their attackers. Armed citizens kill more crooks than do police. Citizens shoot and kill at least twice as many criminals as police do every year. Did y'all know that?
Negative.
Yeah.
Now.
Regular people shoot more than the police do? Doesn't it kind of make sense?
No, explain it.
Well,
Police have
the police have rules that they have to abide by, rules of engagement, and if someone breaks into your house, are you going to shoot them?
Damn right.
Damn right.
Kill them. In the head.
Well, police, they can't exactly just shoot somebody just 'cause. But if you're protecting your family or your home, then I think that's why we should be able to carry guns. And I don't think that they should be able to take away the same thing. Laws that forbid the carrying of arms disarm only those who are neither inclined nor determined to commit crimes. Such laws make things worse for the assaulted and better for the assailants. They serve rather to encourage than to prevent homicides, for an unarmed man may be attacked with greater confidence than an armed man. Y'all get that?
Sure.
And, do you think that somebody would, if they know you have a weapon, like Sergeant Lewis, would you break into his house? You know he has a bunch of
He
weapons.
got a big ass dog too.
But if somebody didn't have weapons, you would feel more comfortable breaking in there because you know they're not going to shoot you.
Oh yeah. I was gonna do like
This is an example of when a civilian used it. When an armed Colorado Springs man entered his facility and took 2 female employees hostage, a doctor with a carry permit took up his pistol from his storage place in the office and covered an exit while 50 people escaped from the building in a potentially deadly situation. Police arrived a short time later and entered into negotiations with the gunman, attempting a peaceful resolution. Unfortunately, it was not to be. As police later shot and killed the gunman after negotiations ended in a confrontation. 2 hostages were unarmed. 50 people able to escape the building were thankful that the physician was armed as well as willing and able to use his weapon in their defense. Now, what would happen if he didn't have a weapon? Those 50 people wouldn't have died. Well,
would have been 50 hostages.
yeah, there would have been 50 hostages, and obviously if the gunman did want to negotiate with the police, then he probably wouldn't have made it.
What size weapon he had?
It doesn't say.
Okay. Because he would have never talked about me.
Another example is 2 men broke into a Martinez, Georgia apartment and attacked the tenant, hearing the commotion and seeing his father under attack, a 15-year-old son took up his .22 rifle and shot the attackers, killing one and putting the second to flight. No charges will be filed against the boy who was defending his home and family. A 15-year-old saved his family. Don't you think did you believe your own kid could save you?
America.
So do you think we should be able to carry around rifles in public?
That's a little bit much. That's a little bit extreme.
No? Do you believe that civilians should be able to carry a 50 cal?
Hell
Should be able to own one?
Yeah.
If they feel like it? What about a regular handgun though? Now why? Why a handgun and why not 50 cal?
You can do more damage with a 50 cal than you can a pistol.
Yeah, 50 cal is a little overkill, overexposure, a little too much. And a rifle, you don't need to be carrying around a big thing like this. But maybe a pistol right here, on your hip, something small, you're good to go. I don't think I would enjoy walking around Walmart seeing somebody else with the M16. So...
Are they talking about getting rid of the Second Amendment or something?
Yeah, they're talking about taking away the Second Amendment, right to bear arms, and it's already been granted. So now they're trying to take it away because the deaths will go down, but the deaths will just go up because you have no way to defend yourself now.
It still won't go down. People will have guns regardless.
Yeah, and the bad people are more likely to get the guns than the good people, right? Just like drugs, the bad people get the drugs, the good people smoke them.
Good and bad be like drugs.
But this concludes my speech on the right to bear arms.
Yeah.